So I've got a KTM 690 here. Something I'm going to try here is putting a steering stabilizer on this thing. And the way I've selected to do that is the cheapest way possible. So I've gotten this little mount, steering stabilizer mount off of like eBay. I've gotten this steering stabilizer off of eBay. I've already started to assemble some stuff here just to get a feel for how this is going to work. The mount, the steering stabilizer mount, this guy comes with these other black parts on this guy. These are little risers, handlebar risers. So it raises the handlebars about an inch, which I would also appreciate in terms of my ergonomics. And then we've got this guy. This guy was still about $160 for this stabilizer. And I think this mount was about 50 bucks, something like that. So, which is way cheaper than if I bought like the brand name stuff. It's like 700 bucks for this. So way cheaper. Is it as good? I've heard on the internet that it is. That this still works pretty darn good, this guy here. And I think this is basically a knockoff of the brand name stuff. So we'll see. So yeah, let's see if we can get this installed on the bike. It's going to involve taking the handlebars off, etc. So let's get to that. All right, so one thing I'm not certain about is the clearance here on this top nut here on the steering stem. So I'm not sure how that steering stabilizer is going to work on there. I think my first step is going to be to try and get the steering stabilizer mount, which kind of goes down in here like that. So this guy goes down, it goes over the steering stem like that, and it goes over around the ignition. So got to get that on there. In order to do that, we've got to get this top clamp off. So we've got to get the steering, we've got to get the handlebars off and the top clamp off, and then we can stick that guy on there. I've got a bunch of larger sockets. Aha, there's one. I also want to measure this, see where we're at. So 67.674 of an inch on that side, and we should be the same on this side. No, it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Point 742 on that side. So I just want that for reference for when I put this back together. I want to make sure, ideally, that those are the equal and back similar to where they are right now. Well, I've got it here. I guess the first thing I want to do before I get any deeper is I'm going to try mounting this stuff up and see where how this looks. So to do that, I'm going to take off these guys, these little risers there. I need some Torx bits to do that. So I've got my little Torx bit set here. Trying to figure out what size we need. That one. Oh, we've got them broken loose. Pretty Loctite? I don't know. But all right, so on these guys, you can kind of see like this little groove here. And so that groove, there's a corresponding ridge on top here. So it locks it in a specific direction where you couldn't install it this way. You can only install it this way. Our little set comes with the same sort of thing. You can see that little groove down through there. So it's the same thing where you have to set that up exactly like so on here. So my question though was the clearance on that. At this point, I'm very curious about the clearance. Maybe I shouldn't have taken this off already. But with this little bolt on top, I wasn't sure this would clear that. Make sure that seats all the way. Just barely clears. So yeah, if you can see that, that's what I was talking about, where I was curious if you can basically see those two silver parts like that. It's got that little silver nut on the bottom of the stabilizer, and then there's a silver nut on the bike here on the top of the steering stem. And I wasn't sure if those were going to clear or not, but looks like they will. Next question is whether or not everything will line up correctly. In order to do that, we've got to actually get the mount on there. So let's get back to it. Take this back off of there, or continue to loosen up the steering clamp. Well, I've got stuff on the front that is attached to it. Man, because I was hoping I could just pop it off at this point, but I've got to get some of this stuff on the front off of there. Let's see if I can move that. This will pop off or not. So that's off. Let's see what this even looks like. I'm gonna pull the seat off. Gotta get these guys off. This little bracket here, these two bolts, gotta get those off, and then I think this will go straight on here. I don't know. I don't think I need to remove these plastic pieces. All right, let's see if my theory is correct. See, this is an example like I figured out as I go along when I start installing it, because there's no instructions here. So installing this makes this thing sort of line up where this thing moves freely in there, and it doesn't interfere with this guy here. And when I looked at this kit, I was like, oh, there's like these little threaded sort of brackets, so to speak, on both sides. On both sides, there's another one over here. It's got a little threaded spot there. The kit comes with like these little set screws in there, and I was like, man, I wonder what those are for. And that's what it is, because I was also confused why we had these little threaded holes over here, what they lined up with it, because they didn't seem to line up with anything on the bike. I was like, oh, they line up down here or something somehow, but no, those set screws are supposed to go in there and keep this thing sort of more stable. So here's my little set screw. I'm going to go ahead and put some Loctite on that thing, because if you lost this, man, you'll never, if it wiggles itself out of there, you'll never see it again. All right, so that is set. Now I'm going to get my triple clamp back on here. I'll have to tighten these things down. All right, so I managed to get this back on enough that I can get this sort of steering stem nut threaded back on here. I'm gonna measure these guys again. 7.4. All right, so we're right in the ballpark. All right, let's see if we can get the thing we came here for. See if we can get this stabilizer on there and see how everything lines up. This little guy that comes in the kit, and it's just this little stem, which has got a couple flat bits on the top of it there, and this just sits down inside there. There's no, because it's supposed to turn, and it very simply just sits down in a hole, and that's it. And then this guy, it slots up into this guy here, like so. And that's the concept of how this all works. I've actually got two of these little stems. I've got one that steps down. So, and this one's just straight out. Not sure which one I need, but this is the point at which it should tell us. The kit also comes with a couple longer bolts here to put this steering riser on, which is what I'm going to do right now. And notice on the bottom of this guy, we've got this one big nut here. I still need to tighten that up. That's why we took this off. But the way this works is pretty interesting. So this is just on here like so. You see it's got a specific slotted pattern on there. And then you also get this little sort of key that slots in there. It's this little piece of rod. It's like stainless rod that goes in this little hole. That goes in a little hole on the side here. And this slots over the top of it. And then you've got this nut on here. And I'm going to put some Loctite on this thing. Hold on here. I don't have any clearance here to get the handlebar back on there. Crap, problem. So you'll note on the side, of this guy that, like I was talking about earlier with the little grooves on both sides. Well, the groove on the inside is now gone on this. That's no longer an option, and so this guy doesn't fit in there. All right, so I gotta take this bar off. I gotta flip it around the other way because I've got this whole thing set up backwards. Flip it around like this, supposedly. Just fit this thing. All right, I've got it turned around, which should provide us the clearance we need to get our handlebar clamps on here. And the tolerance here is kind of amazing because it's like, I don't know if I can get a piece of paper in there or not. But between that little riser thing that connects to the mount here and the little bar that connects to this guy, or the bottom of the stabilizer itself, like there is very little clearance there. But I mean, basically I'm going off a picture online that shows this exact setup, and this is how it's supposed to be done. So, all right, so handlebar clamps, let's do that. It does look like there's some adjustment options here. I can turn this and push it out forward just a little bit. You can sort of adjust these guys so it's more, the bars just a little bit further, closer to you when you're riding, or a little bit further away. Cool, dude. If this works the way it's supposed to, like, this is a pretty sweet upgrade for comparatively little money, because this is like, I mean, you could easily spend at least $700 doing this. And I think by the time a lot of guys are done, they're over $1,000 putting a steering damper on here. And I'm under 300, so that's pretty stellar. And these guys are going to torque to 177 inch-pounds. All right, so here it is. It's on there. I can move the handlebars. It feels like normal to me. I can tighten things up with this. It's got a nice little click sound to it. Let's see if you can hear that. The settings on this, I've learned on this one, which is the main one they recommend you start adjusting, is this one over here. If you turn it all the way counterclockwise, which is where I've got it, it's basically off. But you'll still get some resistance from this guy in terms of resistance on turning the handlebars and stuff. So it's recommended that we turn this all the way over, and it's supposedly eight clicks is one turn, and it should go 3 turns. That appears to be it. So then from the last turn, you go back 8. So basically I want you to start right in the middle. So that's like full stop right there. I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, and then we'll try it out like that. We'll ride it and whatnot and see how it feels, and then we can adjust it looser or tighter depending upon how we like it. But yeah, that is how you install this thing. And if you want to save money and do what I did, this is what it's going to look like. So we'll see how it performs. I'll let you know.